So we all know the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, where Jack plants some magic beans, climbs up the beanstalk, and runs into the giant, who says, "A fee-fi-fo-fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman." Well, we know that he was a scary giant, but he certainly wasn't the first. There are popular giants throughout history. Gulliver's Travels had another giant, popular giant. There are also several movies that have come out in the past as well depicting giants. But we're going to look at giants that have been in literature for quite a while, or for several hundred years, nothing modern. So in this Module 3, students will explore a few of the more infamous giants and beasts, starting in antiquity again. So, of course, we know giants, there were several giants in Greek mythology. Giants known as gigantes, or titans were giants too, were eventually overthrown by the Olympians, and these are the gods in Greek mythology. This is one of the earliest instances of the ever-raging battle between good and evil. We see this clearly in Odysseus's battle in the Odyssey with Polyphemus, a cyclops. Polyphemus has one eye in the center of his head, and cyclops were actually really popular in Greek mythology for some reason, but Polyphemus was not playing around. He was a mean giant. If you want to see a modern rendition of Polyphemus, again, I will point you to "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" There is a character, Big Dan, in there, and he has a patch over his eye, so Cyclops, but he is pretty mean in that movie. But you just need to watch that movie. It's one of my absolute favorites. Another one of the most popular stories of a giant is, of course, David's battle with Goliath in the Bible. We see this ever since we were children growing up, going to vacation Bible school or church or whatever. So we're really going to delve into that and study the meaning behind that. Second part of this module, we move on to just exploring beasts in general, because I didn't know where else to put them. Two of the most popular instances of beasts to me in early literary history are Revelations in the Bible, which lists a dragon and two beasts, so 3 beasts if you want it that way, and also the monster Grendel in Beowulf. So Beowulf fights Grendel. He also fights a dragon. We're not going to focus on the dragon, but if you want to read a lot of writing, scholarly writing, and fiction has been done in the past 100 years focusing on Grendel and what Grendel was feeling and what his mom was feeling. And there's actually a book called Grendel. Oh, I can't remember the author. It probably came out 30 or 40 years ago now. So if you are interested in seeing Grendel's situation and all this and his feelings, you might want to pull that up and read it. So giants and beasts, large sizes and often supernatural abilities can make them appear menacing and immortal. However, they all have specific weaknesses, which we will see, along with these witty heroes, and that leads to these characters' ultimate downfalls. We'll also look at the beast, I forgot to talk about this, the beast Humbaba, who is in Gilgamesh, and this is the earliest instance of a monster or beast in literature. Of course, Gilgamesh is the first known written text written on stone. So beasts and giants were often used to symbolize evil or the wild in religious texts. So primarily, you've seen that we have a lot of religious texts in 271 going from antiquity through the 16th century. That was the primary subject of writing at that time, from mythology to religious Chinese and Middle Eastern writings, and of course the Bible. The major assessment for this will be a quotation analysis that will delve into a specific meanings behind a character from the semester. So stay tuned.